All right, so this is the 77 Datsun 280Z I picked up the other day. I got it off Facebook Marketplace. I saw it on there, it was posted. Now I had to scoop it up right away because I knew this car wouldn't last long. It's a original car, 79,000 original miles, and I believe it. No rust, you know, the frame rails are perfect. I'll put it up on the lift, I'll show you guys. Floor pans are perfect. The car's been sitting since 04 in California, which is pretty cool. I'm in Florida now. I don't know why it has a hitch. I don't know what they're doing with this thing, but yeah, here it is. I just did a 84 300ZX Datsun 50th anniversary turbo. I did a full restoration on that, and I sold that to Mecum about a month ago. So this is my next project, and I plan on doing the same thing with this, just restoring it and run it to the next Mecum auction. I got to do an interior on it. You know, the seats are in pretty rough shape. I'm going to do seat covers. I need a new dash or a better dash pad than whatever this is. I need this piece. This is cracked. I don't know if I can fix this or what I can do with that. I have a radio on the way. This is also an air car. It has AC, which really helps. Here under the hood, it's just really untouched under here, which really leads me to believe that this is truly 79,000 miles. I mean, just look at that. The car was repainted. Like that's kind of a sign. That's a sign there, obviously. I'm gonna keep it the same color. I'm gonna try and just keep it as original as I can. So I got the Datsun up on the lift now, and let me show you guys how rust-free this car really is. Now, just like, look at that frame rail. Now, usually these are all caved in right here. That's where they tend to go. Now, like, look, you can see the floors right under the undercoat from the factory. They're just perfect. This is the main reason why I bought this car, was because I looked under here and it was solid. Now, I bought 280SXs and I bought 300ZXs where this is just completely caved in. And look, even all the rockers, it's beautiful. It's really nice. Look, it has a converter on it still, original converter. You know, original exhaust. It still has this skid plate right here. I'm sure majority of those don't have that anymore. But, so yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to empty the fuel tank, get all this old gas out of here. Datsun was nice enough to include a drain on the fuel tank, which is nice because I don't have to drop the tank like I would on a normal car. But I wonder if this is the original muffler too. I don't know, but it's just hanging here. The hanger broke. But yeah, so I'm gonna pop open that drain plug and get this old gas out of here. And hopefully not a lot is in here. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, that stuff smells. That smells terrible. Oh my god, you can tell that's at least 20 years old. It's still draining. It's still going. I think there's a lot of gas in here. I hope I have enough space in there to fill it up. But this is where the fuel pump should be. I have it drained with a ratchet right now, that fuel line. This is where it should be. So that's kind of why I want to drain this tank. I'm going to get this bad gas out of here so I can put the fuel pump in, clean the tank, and then I can start the car like a normal 280 and not have to do a... Okay, got the gasoline all drained. This thing was pretty full. Whoever put this thing away 20 years ago must have topped it off before they parked it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill the tank up with fresh gas, run it through it, drain that also, and just see what that looks like, and make sure it's not rusty, and make sure it's not dirty, and make sure the tank is clean inside. If not, I'm gonna have to try and clean out the tank, put like some acetone in it, or I know there's like a vinegar and like baking soda trick, but I don't know. I'll cross that bridge when I get there. All right, first fuel up in like 20 years for this guy, or 16 years. So I got the cap off already. This was kind of hard to take off, but here it goes. And it still has this rubber cover here, which surprises me because I'm sure all of these are missing on like high mileage cars or even low mileage. But I think this is going to take a while, so I'll just get back to you guys when this is full. All right, I got my pan all cleaned out so I can see what the gas will look like when I pop off this drain here. So here's the moment of truth. Hopefully it's clean because I don't feel like dropping this tank. All right, I don't think it looks that bad so far, but I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done draining, because I don't think you guys want to watch this drain for the next 5 minutes. It's still pissing like a racehorse, but I've just been cleaning up the shop while I wait. But this is kind of what I didn't want to see, is it looks like there's some debris in there. I'm hoping it's not rust. I'm hoping it's just maybe some dirt. And maybe if I run a few more gallons of gas in it, that it'll just clean it out. If not, I'm gonna have to drop the tank, which now I'm looking at it, it doesn't look that bad. It just looks like it's one bolt here, one bolt there, then it comes down. So hopefully it's not too heavy, but we'll see what this looks like when it's done draining. I've been running fuel through the tank, just draining it out, running it back in it, draining it out. And I've done that like 4 or 5 times now. I can't do it anymore. I'm like losing brain cells and inhaling all this gasoline fumes. So I've just decided to put a new filter on it. No, there's like 2 filters on this thing, one up front, one by the fuel pump. I got new line, and I'm gonna move the fuel pump to the back, and I'd like to get this thing started tonight and get it running on its own. So gonna put that fuel filter on and replace these lines. All right, I got the fuel lines on, the fuel pump on, the fuel filter on, and the other smaller fuel filter on. I got my helper up in the car here, and I just want to test this fuel pump to make sure it's sucking and I don't put the line on and it's not gonna work. So Carolyn, can you turn the key forward? Yeah, it's sucking all right. So now I'm gonna put, Carolyn, turn it off. So now I'm gonna put the fuel line on it, put some gas in it, and start her up and wake her up from her 20-year hibernation. All right, so got the negative cable on, and let's see if she'll run on her own for the first time in 20 years. So a big moment here. Hopefully she'll crank it right up. Wow. Wow, she cranked right up. Gotta love fuel injection, man. Didn't have to pump it at all. She just started right up, and it sounds great. I'm really stoked right now. It's running good. It sounds good. But yeah, here she is. Running on her own for the first time in 20 years. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so the 280 runs after sitting for 16 years on its own. And I think that's great. I did put new oil in it, by the way. I didn't say that. I didn't show that. But there's new oil in it and there's new plugs, just so people don't think I'm running 20-year-old oil in it. But yeah, I'm really happy just by doing those lines, the new pump, the new filter, cleaning out the tank. All that got this car running, and it's running great. I'm really happy, super surprised. But yeah, so the next step is going to be just to handle all the mechanics of this car. I want to go through the brakes. I want to put in a new master cylinder. I want to put a new slave cylinder in. I want to get this thing not only running, but I want to get it driving. I want to get it down the road. And then after that, I can go to the fun part, which is the cosmetics. I can do paint. I can do the interior. I can put the new bumpers on. I can get this thing looking like $1 million. And that's my favorite part of the whole restoration process. So if you guys want to see more of this, subscribe, leave me a like, follow me on Instagram. I do a lot of other things other than just this car. I have a couple Mustangs. I have a little track 05 GT that I'm getting ready to sell, actually, and then I want to buy another race car. So yeah, give me a follow on Instagram, leave a like, subscribe, and I really want to document this whole restoration process, and I'm super excited to do so. So thanks for watching.